Riding Tiger with Arijit.
Hello everyone, welcome once again to Riding Tiger with Arijit, and I think I have crossed more than 100 plus interviews, taking people in my personal podcast apart from running World Leader Summit. So let me give a little bit of idea what is Riding Tiger and why I call this podcast as a Riding Tiger as a name. You see, when you start your entrepreneurial life, you adopt a cub, and that cub is small. You feed it with milk. Eventually, that cub is becoming a big tiger. And now you are riding on the top of it. And now it doesn't need milk. It is looking for raw meat, and that raw meat is money. And that tiger is your business. So it's not that easy now to ride that tiger. People who take that risk after doing probably a lot of movers and shakers, doing hell lot of roller coaster ride in their life, when they decide that they will be riding their own tiger, becoming an entrepreneur, it's a very different journey. They can't stop. If they stop, the business will stop. If they don't feed their business, again, it's gonna stop, or they have to stop the business. So it's a either or risky situation. And today I have got an excellent startup, an entrepreneur who has done her own work in her corporate life and then eventually decided that she will be starting her own business. And I met her in Kazakhstan, a lady coming from a banking background. So let me not give a full introduction of Kristina. Kristina, could you please tell our audience about yourself and little bit of background of yours so that we are in the same line, please.
Okay, thank you, Arijit, for having me. I'm very pleased to join your podcast today. Yes, I'm from Kazakhstan. I was born in Astana, and I hope you enjoyed that during your last trip, the Digital Bridge. And but back then it was not that city that you saw during your trip. So it was a very small city named Tselinograd. It was not capital of the country, and so I literally watched it to transform from northern small city to the capital of the whole country. And growing up there shaped me a lot. When you grow up with -30, -40 winters, and you still walk to school every time, it teaches you like discipline and sort of resilience. And maybe you notice that northern people are sort of tough, maybe sometimes strong. Yes, and later when I finished school, I moved to Almaty, and after winning a scholarship to study finance in the best university of Kazakhstan, it was Kazakh British Technical University. Also visited it during your last trip to Kazakhstan, yes, and Almaty became a place where my professional journey really started. It's warm, inspiring, and surrounded by mountains, yes, and it's a very special city. And now I live between like Astana and Almaty, which is very common in Kazakhstan. So both cities feel like home to me. And as to my professional journey, as a podcast today about entrepreneurship, like professional journey, I chose finance when I was very young. Maybe it was like 14, 15 years. And it became so natural to me that I would become a finance professional. I liked mathematics a lot and numbers, market strategy. And while I studied at Kazakh British Technical University, I already joined HSBC Bank Kazakhstan during my last year of studying. And this years in banking, treasury gave me very strong foundation. I joined first personal banking. We launched debit cards and internet banking. At that time, it was very new to the market. After that, I moved to corporate, then the treasury. So I had this huge experience in banking sphere. Then after banking, I moved to corporate treasury and worked in consulting. And then I got my CFA exam. I don't know where you know or not. CFA is like one of the prestigious certificates, very hard to obtain, but still very. I like that I had it, and but entrepreneurship actually was never a plan, but it came suddenly to my life, and in 2020, when I had in maternity leave, preparing to return to my consulting company, actually, COVID changed everything. And I started a small blog about options trading. And just because I enjoyed it, I had no plans to grow it somehow to something big at that time. But people connected to it immediately, and there was no similar content about options trading in my region, and it turned into something bigger than expected quickly. And that's how my first business, Options Pro Academy, was born very naturally. And since that, I never returned to corporate life. And now I have several business like consulting, education, and also I'm working on my fintech startup. So this is actually everything about finance. Yes. So all my business is about finance. Yes. Consulting, education.
Brilliant life
and
story, Kristina. Happy to
Yeah.
understand when you are talking about you had an inclinedness regarding finance at the age of 13.
Yeah.
At the age of 13, people usually have inclinedness about sports. Some people have a inclinedness about maybe reading comics, watching TV. But then you had an inclinedness regarding finance at the age of 13. How exactly it happened?
Actually, I had inclined to finance since the age of 4, I believe, because I had my pocket, orange pocket with money, which were given by relatives, like parents, to me, and I always counted my money, and I enjoyed that. I always had money since the age of 4, and this thing related to small my own finance, I think, affected my whole life. And I like to count, I like to plan my purchases, like small purchases as a child, yes, and I like to accumulate some money. And I think it was like a start from the age of 4, not like even 13. But at 13, 14, I decided that, yes, I will go with that. And I never changed actually my mind since that. And I'm very happy because I feel lucky to have to decide my path at early age, because many people try to find themselves the whole life, yes. But for me, it was so natural, and I'm really enjoying what I'm doing now.
Brilliant. So that means money attracted money. You had money in your pocket, so that gave you attraction. And
Yeah.
this is a challenge for a lot of entrepreneurs. You know that in the entire world, if you look at startups, be that from India, be that from Finland, be that from probably Kazakhstan, China, Japan, Taiwan, Dubai, anywhere, or even in USA, startups
Yeah.
are looking for money. And you,
Yeah.
my dear, sitting on a pile of money and then dealing with money, then you joined a bank, dealt with, I think, millions of dollars. And then eventually you decided that you'll be starting your own venture. 2020, yes,
Yes.
you're right. A lot of our life actually changed, and eventually, lot many networks changed. It's not about only life. So, quick question to you. What kind of gap you have found when you started your fintech startup? That was a discussion that we had in Kazakhstan with you, if I'm not wrong, right? And that's how we started speaking with each other. And I decided
Mhm.
that we'll be holding hands of each other and we'll be taking it forward. That's how we started discussion, right? So
Yes.
what is the exact pain point you're solving? If you can share it to the audience.
Yeah, sure. First, I will start about the startup itself. I will not go into details, still earlier stage, but actually, over time, all the experience I had, like treasury in the bank, treasury in corporate, consulting, education, all they somehow come together. And at that moment, I realized that this pieces actually creates some bigger picture, and that's how my idea of startup appeared. But what I can say, it feels like ikigai. Yes, everything you've done during like your 15 years, in my case, 15 years, suddenly makes sense in one direction. And when you have why, you can achieve anything. It's my case, yes, and now I see clear why I want to build the startup, because I have everything in my experience, um, uh, in my connections, in order to create what I'm doing now. And that's why I'm still working on my startup. But it's not that easy, as you asked. Yes, there are lots of obstacles when you start startup. Yes, you need to explain your idea. Yes, you need to be passionate about your idea. You need to believe in your idea. Like no one, because at first time no one may understand your idea. But if you have that vision, you can persuade other people to believe in your vision as well. Yes, and it's very like important thing. And as to obstacles, it's common, I think, in any new business. You start from scratch, and you want to build something big and new to the market, and so that's why for startups it's every day is it's new, like a barrier, and you just step by step go into it. And my vision actually helps me to overcome all that barriers that I have in this journey. But I really enjoy the journey because it gave me so many opportunities to meet different people, to obtain different knowledge, and it's something really it's life-changing experience, and I enjoy that.
Great. So I have a kind of similar experience. Like I've been running companies for last 27 years, 10 months. At the same time, um, I work as a consultant, I work as an advisor, I work as a senior most person in corporates. And then eventually, when I look at a corporate life, and when I look at this on the basis of an entrepreneur, mainly on the startup stage, how do you feel that? What is the basic difference? So
Oh
when
yeah.
you used to work in the bank, you had a set process. You had more people working with you. You probably have senior, you probably have juniors, you have co-workers. But when you started your own venture, how will you differentiate between both the life?
Yes, very nice question. And actually, first, a lot of people think entrepreneurship is somehow easier than corporate life. It's like more freedom and etc. But in corporate job, you have structure. Someone sets you goals. Someone sets deadlines. Someone tells you what is expected. But when you work for yourself, all of that disappears. You have to create your own structure. You have to be that disciplined, go your own direction. Entrepreneurship requires a different level of internal control, and without self-discipline, nothing actually works. And yes, it's freedom. You're more flexible. You have more opportunities to do something else apart of from your corporate job, because in corporate job you're like working like the whole day, and you have tiny time to do something else. But in the entrepreneurship, you're managing your time. And but this freedom, this flexibility requires discipline. But anyway, it's worth it. Yes. Also, it requires a lot of internal discipline and self-direction. And also one thing I think, which is when you compare corporate life with entrepreneurship path, is that when you work in a big company, you always have a name after your name, like head of treasury sales desk at HSBC Bank, deputy CEO of corporation, and you feels like part of your identity somehow. And in some ways, it protects you when you work for a corporate. And once you remove that corporate name, it's just you. And you need to be ready to walk into a room depending only on your own name, on your own credibility, on your own personal brand, not the reputation of like HSBC or I don't know, big name, behind you. Entrepreneurship begins the moment your personal brand can walk into the room and before your job title. And so I truly believe everyone needs to grow a name that can stand on its own. And I'm building my personal brand now, and I feel very confident with that now. But many people who are now working for corporate should ask themselves whether you'll be invited to the same events, to the same rooms, to the same society if you leave your current job. Maybe is your personal brand as strong as your corporate position? Yes, now. Yes, and this is something very, very important. Yes, and also when you work for yourself, when you realize that you may be lack of that corporate society, and as I told you, colleagues and etc. And in that aspect, I was lucky to join entrepreneurship associations here in Kazakhstan. And so it also helped me to overcome this social communication gap, I think. When you don't have your colleagues every day and you're working mostly online, and don't communicate to others. So this societies just help you to grow further. And yes,
Actually,
it's
Kristina,
really
if you look at any entrepreneur, anyone,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
entrepreneurs are lonely. It's a lone
Yeah.
journey. Even though you have
Yeah.
family, you have kids, you have husband, or anybody have got wife or kids, it's a lone journey. Very difficult. Sometimes
Mm-hmm.
kids don't understand the entrepreneur. Sometimes the wife or husband don't understand the entrepreneur. Sometimes the society don't understand the entrepreneur, right?
Yeah.
The lone wolf who is trying to build his own pack. So it's not that easy. And you are right. If you get an association with the same similar kind of lone wolf, they understand each other very well. So an
Yeah.
entrepreneur understands another entrepreneur. They know the hard journey. They understand the bootstrap stage. They understand the first fundraising stage. They understand
Yeah.
how they can probably build their team and then eventually get the first client. It's not that easy. It's not that easy. You are totally right. So let me deviate the question a little bit towards your personal life. So when you started, you decided that you will be an entrepreneur after doing job. And of course, becoming a CFA, that's not that easy. So I have a little bit of background of education. Maybe later on I can share. I'm a PhD, I'm a master degree holder. Also, I teach a lot of CA, if you know CA, about how to create latest generation pitch deck. So I took classes of 250 plus CAs in my country just a couple of months back. Uh, Coming back to my question, when you are running your venture, how big you feel the effect of family support for an entrepreneur's life? How does it affect? How does it help? If you can share.
Yeah, actually, so I'm pretty lucky that I have some support from my family. I know that not every entrepreneur has that support, but at least no one is, not everyone actually from my family understands what I'm doing because my family members are not from finance area. But anyway, I received that support from my family members, and it's very important. But as an advice maybe to other entrepreneurs who is watching the podcasts, you should anyway rely on yourself. So do not seek any support from others because your you should rely on your idea, and be resilient. Yes, because I know many entrepreneurs who has no support from family members, and sometimes they become upset because of that, because you expect from your family members to support you because these are the most close people to you in your life, but your first support should come from yourself first. Even for me, I understand that. I don't rely on support of my family. Also, they give me some support, yes, but anyway, first support which I give to myself is myself. Yes,
Super.
and this is like you told, yes, entrepreneurship is a lonely way, and you're totally right. Yes, if you are ready to go your own path alone, so you're ready for entrepreneurship. If you're not ready for that, you should think whether you need that or not, because social mm, this social support, there could be no social support for entrepreneurship. There could be not family support, and you should go anyway if you want to achieve your goal. Yes, and this is your path, and this is what actually many entrepreneurs go through. And if you can do it, you're ready for entrepreneurship. Yes, it's not easy, but it's worth it. Yeah.
True. And if you look at life, there are two things that people needs to understand. There is something called you, and there is a difference between you and yourself. So you as a person have got different roles to play in life. Maybe you are an entrepreneur at the moment, maybe you are a mom, you are a wife, you are someone's sister, you are someone's lover, or probably you have a lot of friends, a friend of friends. But at the same time, you have yourself, which is completely your own soul. And if you can't follow your soul, your own wish, and if you can't put your nose on the grid, entrepreneurship is not that easy journey.
Yeah.
Sometimes for entrepreneurs, Sunday becomes complete Monday. And
Yeah.
there is no timeline for entrepreneurs. Like I will work only from 9 to 5. No, it can't be.
Yeah. No such case.
Yeah. So in all these situations, I would love to ask you a couple of rapid fire questions. Rapid fire means, because it's a short interview, Christina, I always do that at the end. So I'll be giving you one word. Whatever comes in your mind with that word, you just need to tell me. Is it okay? Are you ready?
Yes. Yeah.
Go. Red,
Right. It's passion, ambition. Yeah.
love,
Love is respect, and love is love. Yeah.
friendship,
Support and trust,
focus,
discipline,
trust,
trust is when you can rely on someone, you can trust him. Yes, and trust is a base of everything. Yes.
sea,
You mean sea,
ocean, sea,
like
ocean, sea,
ocean, sea? Sea is freedom and strength,
mountain.
ambition.
Brilliant. So I know how you think at the moment.
Oh,
Okay.
really?
Yep. So
But
I have a last question to ask. Imagine that you are in a park and it's full of greenery, weather is really warm. I know that you are in 0 degree temperature at the moment in Astana,
yeah.
and I have seen the kind of wind that is there. Imagine it's warm weather, like maybe 16, 17, and birds are singing on their own. And you have an option to sit with someone in that bench. It can be anyone, maybe someone from your life, maybe whom you have never met. But if I ask you to sit there with someone and have a conversation, with whom would you like to sit there and what kind of conversation would you like to have in 5 sentences, if you can answer?
Yes, very interesting question. But probably my father, because my father passed away when I was 15 only. So it would be very interesting to, I think, communicate at this like level of my life, because well, it's quite difficult when you lose your parent like another stage. And I think it would be my father. Yeah.
You miss him.
No, yes, of course.
Christina,
Yeah.
thank you so much for coming and sharing all the insights. And people who understand deep level of mindset, they will understand how deep you are mind-wise
Mhm.
and how strong woman you are. I wish you all the best, all the success, and I wish that you will win the race of life and our friendship continues for eternity.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yes, it's very interesting podcast, and I wish you good luck in continuing this journey. Yes, you have always very interesting guests, and follow your podcast always, and wish you good luck to all your businesses. Yes, thank you very much, Arijit.
Pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Can I say paka paka?
Yes, пока-пока.